your security, but I just wanted to welcome you. Thank you for coming today. Students, yeah, if you can kind of sit on the right or the left so that you can be able to come up when we call your name. Just so you have easy access. You might have to step over some people, but we have about 45 different recipients today. We will be done by 3:25, I promise. But we'll get started in just a moment. Thank you for being here. Before we get started, we made a major error, and that is that we still need to sit, if we're students and we're not from the same family, every other seat. So yes, there still is a pandemic happening, and so if family members are together, that's fine, but our rule in the auditorium is there should be one empty seat in between families or students. I apologize for that. I should have been here more diligent. So students, we have lots of seats over there. Thank you for accommodating us. Do the best you can with the space that's available. I appreciate that. If you carpool or spend a lot of time together, we're not going to police this too much, but we are limited in capacity still, even though we're mask-free. All right, that's reasonable compliance. I can live with that. Thank you all very, very much. All right, so welcome, good afternoon. It's 2:05, I think it's high time to get started. Thank you. This is the grades 9 to 12 awards ceremony. We had a lovely athletic awards banquet last night. We've invited all of our award recipients here today, but we are giving out academic awards at this event, and we will acknowledge partway through the program as well those recipients from last night's athletic awards banquet. I'm Howard DeLeo, I'm the upper school principal. Couple housekeeping items for those of you who will be receiving awards. See if you can keep this in mind. I'd like you to enter over here, which I don't know, I'm not in the theater. To me, that's my left, but you know, it probably means something else. Enter the stage here, come up and receive your award. Take a photo. Where's Tatiana, my yearbook photographer, and her PJ is right in the middle. She wants a photo. Rafael wants a photo, right? And then go down the stage over here, all right? So please enter on that side. One of the reasons is that we are live streaming this on the EARJ TV YouTube channel, and if everyone just came up and down in this little corner, it makes for even less interesting viewing than YouTube usually is. Now, we have a bunch of different categories of awards, and it'll go quickly once we get started, but we are going to give out merit certificates first. Then we're going to do a brief break and acknowledge our athletic award recipients and have them come to the stage, and we'll have their names on the slide. We have Miss Claudia here as well. We had a couple who didn't make it. A couple seniors were tired yesterday. I don't know why. After that, we'll do our department cups. Then we'll have the faculty cup, the headmaster cup, community service awards, and then principal awards. So this is very different than last year. My first year here, we had to actually separate the groups into grades 9, 10 awards and 11, 12. So we have everyone here together, and it's great to see everyone here today. So at this point, I want to make sure that my partner in crime, Miss Catherine, the assistant principal, is ready. I'd like to call her to the front, and she'll be joined by Miss Chrissy Ford, and they will begin with giving out the English department merit certificates. So we have Miss Catherine, who's teaching English this year, and is the assistant principal, and Chrissy Ford. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It's wonderful to see you in person. A welcome change from the last 2 years. The first awards presented today, as Dr. DeLeo explained, are our merit certificates. The first recipient announced will be from grade 9, followed by grade 10, and so on. The merit certificates are recognized students who have demonstrated not only outstanding improvement, but have sustained commitment to achievement throughout the course. I'll turn the microphone over to Ms. Chrissy for the grade 9 award.
This award is going to someone who has shown improvement throughout the year, especially in finding her voice through self-expression. What has really stood out to me about her was her fanzine that she created this last quarter, where she combined text and image to create a humorous and sardonic look at the difficulties of growing up. I want to give this award to Katerina to remind her that her voice and art can take her places, and I hope that she leans into that talent.
This student is conscientious, diligent, and modest. He's a quiet and thoughtful worker who, through his demonstration of enhanced skills developed during the course, is truly deserving of this award. Assignments, such as his apostrophe, which included mythical allusions and celestial imagery, as well as his oral analysis of Joyce Kilmer's poem Trees, distinguish him as a student of merit. Congratulations, Jaime Alberto Gutierrez.
Okay, so this is for English 11, for DP Lang and Lit, year 1. And the student is someone who not only loves to read and analyze, but also excels at it. He is brilliant at making connections between and within works, and he has a gift for seeing beyond the literal meaning of work. Honestly, I could probably just let him teach the class. I'm not kidding. And he would do just fine. Wait, where am I? Sorry. If I could compare him to someone in literature, it would be Mercutio from Romeo and Juliet. A friend of all, but also a clever pun maker who sees beyond the banalities of everyday life. Congratulations, Christian. Okay, so this is for English 12, and this award is going to someone who loves to read and write as well, and is actually quite very good at it. I have watched her grow from 9th grade until now, becoming an excellent writer, analyzer, and thinker. Moreover, I've watched her develop her sense of character, becoming someone who uses lessons she's learned in class and otherwise to stand up for the right thing. She's a fierce friend and a great representative of her class. Congratulations, Duda Mota. I'm now oh, got it. Sorry. I'm going to introduce Carla Nunez, Mertis Foligati, and Luisa Habelo to present the merit certificates for Portuguese A.
This award goes to a productive and highly participative student who thinks with his eyes. During class, his thinking is visible. We can see the cogs in his mind when, always, he asks a question and creates connections with other topics. The speed with which he reaches his conclusions shows that studying is part of his routine. I am very proud and happy to bestow this award to Nicolas Cael de Oliveira.
Hello, about Lingua Patria 10. This student has greatly expanded her skills and knowledge of the subject this semester. She demonstrated interest in reading and it contributed to strengthen her critical analysis, reading abilities, and self-confidence to participate more actively in class. It's a pleasure to award the Portuguese Merit Certificate to Natália Campagnati.
Think of a student who does not like to miss classes, who has the habit of doing all assignments, who is an avid reader and always finishes reading before the due date. This student is an endless source of questions and comments, and someone who produces analytical text with extreme ease and lightness. It's a great pleasure to have you in my class, Rafael Wu. You deserve this award.
That's great now. This senior girl, whom I had the pleasure to have for 2 consecutive years in my IB Portuguese class, writes with impeccable correction, and her pieces of writing are always the ones that I want to read to the class as examples of good writing. If it is a literary commentary, her ability to explore formal and stylistic devices is amazing. If it is a dissertation, her coherent and persuasive argumentation wins my attention from beginning to end. If it is a piece of creative writing, her paper will certainly be a fine example of originality, revealing already a voice of her own. As if it weren't enough, I would also like to mention her excellent academic habits and her interest for the subject throughout the 2 years, which she kept even after she passed the PUC's vestibular and granted her matriculation in the law school. Júlia Amaral. Okay, now I would like to call Mr. Marcelo Almeida and Mr. Corey Johnson and Mr. Igor, who will present the Math Department Merit Certificates.
That has to all be for him.
All right, here we go. Here we go. So, this student is highly proficient in several areas of academic work here in school. But, well, sorry for you other teachers, he's already professed his undying love for mathematics, so he's mine. Given that, his young mathematician impresses me for the fact that he's able to approach different problems from new perspectives and he just never quits. So, Nicholas, Dale, and Harry.
Good afternoon. The past 2 years, since I've been at EARJ, I've been tasked with preparing the grade 10 students for the International Baccalaureate. And, the pandemic and all of those and PDL and all that stuff notwithstanding, it's a pretty great task for us and especially for the students to explore new material while making sure they cover in all the gaps of all of the various learning that they've gotten from all over the world in some situations. So that we have them ready and that they're ready for the International Baccalaureate. It takes a special kind of student to accept the personal responsibility for both of those tasks and to push themselves consistently to achieve the highest marks on all assessments, all summatives, be it formative or summative, or even just classwork and homework. Now this particular blueberry, and he knows what I mean by that, has from the very beginning driven himself and others to put forth their best effort at all times, and has created quite a competitive nature amongst the grade 10 students in doing so. And he's made the learning of the entire class that much stronger because of it. So it is with my great pleasure I present the Algebra 2 and Trigonometry Merit Certificate to Adam Kelly.
Here we go again. So, Math 11, this is the time. So, this particular student was really struggling the first semester. But in the second semester, she worked extra hard in becoming a high achiever in the hardest unit of the whole course. And that just by her own merit. So, that's why she should be here. And I'm very proud to award this prize to Anouk Fontana.
Okay, Math 12. Well, this award goes to a student who demonstrated an amazing dedication since year one. I can't even count how many emails I received with doubts and questions about assignments and homework. This person clearly was able to understand her struggles and work hard to overcome them. That takes a lot of courage and responsibility. And in the end, these things are way more important than just grades. It's with great pleasure that I'm going to miss a lot, and I present the Math 12 award to Manuela Noronha. Yeah, I would like to introduce Mariana Fulani, Lars Hansen, and Simone Guilherme, who represent the Social Studies Department Merit Certificate.
Come on, guys, I'm not very athletic.
Okay. Wait, let's get this thing. Good afternoon. Hello. I taught this student 2 years ago in 7th grade in middle school, and now again in 9th grade. It was a pleasure to see the difference, to see how much this person had developed academically. This student is enthusiastic about history, yay. Also very enthusiastic about individuals and the agency of individuals, the difference that they can make. I remember very clearly how excited she was about one specific female journalist who got the scoop of the century by being there, by witnessing the invasion of Poland by the Nazis. She constantly strives for accuracy by seeking both my feedback but also the feedback of her peers. It is a pleasure to grant this award to Eduarda Campos.
I've got the great honor and pleasure of teaching all of grade 10 in history. It made this award quite difficult to choose. There's no one for me to argue with, which didn't help. But I'll go for my script to keep myself safe, I think. In a grade 10 cohort that includes many very strong and hard-working historians, it was very challenging to narrow it down to one recipient for this award. Very hard. So purely, overall grades throughout the year was used as the fairest determinant. Having said that, this student has also shown consistent effort and interest, even for tasks that were not immediately applied to summative grading. For this year, the 10th grade award goes to Ana Beatriz Bastos Adis.
Sorry, guys.
The group of junior global politicians is quite small this year, although it's blessed with 5 independent, thoughtful, and inquiring minds with significant strengths in research, arguing, and communicating. Together with an equally strong group of junior historians and economists this year, it made determining this award surprisingly hard. I think maybe I got my way because I teach global politics, and a choice had to be made. The award was given to the student with the highest grades this year in that group, as well as consistent efforts in learning. Congratulations to Thiago Nogueira.
Okay, seems I was very excited before. So this student has taken class with me every year of his high school career, and his performance has always been impeccable in all of them. But in economics, he has surpassed all expectations. It is with great pleasure, great honor, and as Chrissy said before, he could have taught the classes in my place many times. It was with great pleasure that I hand this award to David Van Gogh. I'll now introduce Ms. Maria Rita and Roberto to present the Brazilian Social Studies Merit Certificates.
Mr. Roberto will be here in just a moment. Thank you, Ms. Rita.
Okay? Okay, I can start. So, hello, good afternoon. It's an honor to be here.
I have had the joy of testifying the student's academic capacity over the course of sociology this past semester. He's always present, ready for learning, takes amazing, I mean really, really amazing, you should all see it, handwritten notes and calligraphy, using a special labeling system that he developed on his own, and has designed a professional level interview script on educational inequality in Brazil as his final assignment. And I was listening to the recording of his actual interview just now. I'm honored to deliver the Social Studies Merit Certificate to Arthur Cândido de Oliveira Rodrigues. Congratulations and thank you for your commitment to the social studies adventure.
Hi, good afternoon. So, IBBS, 11th grade. Esta aluna possui qualidades únicas, agudo senso de observação, foco rapino nas aulas e uma articulação dos conteúdos propostos, sempre de maneira inusitada e original. Sua determinação em produzir sempre o melhor trabalho possível é um exemplo para os companheiros de classe. Sua participação em aula contribui positivamente em todas as aulas e situações acadêmicas. É um prazer enorme anunciar Sofia Charchat Fuchs.
So now for grade 12. I will never forget the day at the end of the first semester of the pandemic back in 2020, when this student was a sophomore. I got an email with an audio message from him. In the message, he very generously expressed his gratitude for the class and apologized for having asked so many questions. Little did he know that what brings me the most joy in teaching is when students engage in questioning. So I hope he remembers forever that in life what really matters are the questions that we ask and how we are able to change and refine them throughout life. Thank you, Arthur Lopes, for being such an assiduous student and critical thinker, and congratulations for the path that you have started to trace as a social scientist. Your future professors will be very lucky to have you as their students, and you will be missed.
TOK, 11th grade. This student has shown already in this first semester of the course a very good articulation of TOK content with a daring approach to the themes proposed in class. His writing is elegant, well structured, and his ideas, they have their own voice and they're always heard. He shows great potential in the course. Looking forward already to his second semester, it's my pleasure to give this award to John Mercado. So, TOK seniors, 12th grade. This student flows with ease throughout all fields of study in all areas of knowledge. She can think like a scientist, feel like an artist, reason like a mathematician, and be compassionate and acting as any social scientist would. From politics to religion, technology to the arts and history, this study excelled with academic integrity and engagement in all her written and oral works, as well as in debates and discussion. A loyal, true, and consistent soldier in TOK. It's my pleasure to announce Cecilia Loyola. So it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Folegatti Boisselot, Virginia Bazeta, to present the World Language Department Merit Certificates. Ladies, it's your turn.
Me again. This merit certificate is presented to an outstanding student willing to learn and explain what she learns to friends. A student who always wants to go beyond the proposal and conquer her autonomy and loves to talk about food. Congratulations, Milena Montes de Oca.
Tenth grade. Buenas tardes. The Great Merit Certificate for World Languages, grade 10. Every time this student asks me, can I do it in this way or can I write about, I know something amazing is coming, and I pleasantly surprised. Her work is beyond expectations. Her creativity is delightful. Her perspective is always interesting and honest. Her grammar and vocabulary skills are outstanding. She's consistently willing to learn and know more about all topics. By the way, the themes do not need to be interesting because she has the exquisite gift of making everything more interesting than it is. It's my pleasure to give this award to Michaela Shalom Williams.
Eleventh grade Merit Certificate for World Languages. This award goes... Je peux parler en français? Bah non, il faut parler en anglais. I can understand my students now. This award goes to a student who has truly immersed herself in a foreign language culture. She always strives to do her best by taking her assignments seriously, helping her peers, and contributing to class discussions with her deep ideas and reflections. This student is a role model for other language B students. Being a skilled communicator allows her to create a positive environment anywhere she goes. She represents all students who are committed to learning any language B at year J, Congratulations, Asha. We admire you.
Okay, 12th grade now. Reflective, open-minded, balanced, inquire, caring, thinker. The student who will receive this award meets all the mentioned attributes. In these 2 years, she consistently showed engagement, determination, strong work habits, and enormous enthusiasm for learning. She's able to turn any topic into a fascinating debate, any activity into a learning experience, and she's also capable to express deep and thoughtful ideas in a beautiful and perfect Spanish. So congratulations, Sine Jensen. I would like to introduce Florence Duarte, Luke Joyce, and Telesia Neto, who will present the Science Department Merit Certificate.
Hello, good afternoon. So, the recipient of this year's Merit Certificate for Grade 9 Science is a tireless student. Always ready to engage the tasks set out for her and to put her best effort to understand even the more complex concepts on her own. She, like most students, loves the hands-on aspect of doing science. She is mindful of her peers and readily offers to help those who need a different way of explaining or a little help for a friend to make graphs using worksheets. It's a great pleasure that I present a Grade 9 Merit Certificate in Science to Maite Balaguer. Yeah, thank you. So, today's Grade 10 Merit Certificate in Science will be awarded to a student who has consistently demonstrated perseverance, commitment in every single class, and has always made herself available to help her peers. And on the top of all that, she managed to maintain a high performance in science. Congratulations to Valentina Zabucci.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to present the Merit Certificate to an 11th grade student. They're receiving this award because of their relentless pursuit not just of knowledge, but of understanding. They are constantly engaging in the learning process both here on campus, but also while learning from home when forced to do so. They have earned the respect of peers here on campus by supporting classmate inquiry during class periods, but also outside of it. As well as achieving at the highest level possible throughout the school year in multiple sciences. Congratulations to Ms. Rebecca Fernandez.
present the grade 12 merit certificate. This student has been the student most coveted as a lab partner because of her unparalleled focus and personal leadership qualities. This student has shown time and time again that a positive attitude trumps all other markers of success. She has never, ever given less than her best effort in biology, day in and day out.
Good son, good son.
And her impressive grasp of the subject is the natural result, along with her huge success in every single summative. Congratulations to Julia Amahal. I would like to introduce Vinicius Alvarez, who will present the Physical Education Department Merit Certificates.
Hello everybody, how are you? Okay, let me talk a little bit about the Merit Certificate Physical Education. It's presented to an outstanding student who has excelled in physical education by exemplifying skill, enthusiasm, cooperation, leadership, and enjoyment of many movement forms. This student demonstrates a willingness to assist others and is a role model. So for 9th grade, on behalf of Ms. Neis, Mr. Vinicius, and Mr. Fabio Guedes, this is an outstanding student. He is respectful, responsible, and dedicated. His persistence, attitude, and engagement during the semester made a difference. It's a pleasure to award this merit certificate to Santiago Itu. 10th grade. This student is a role model in the school. He's always involved to the best of his abilities in all the tasks presented. He's an enthusiastic learner and is supportive of other students. He demonstrates extremely high motivation, cooperation, dedication, interest, and hard work. Congratulations, Wesley Hancock. This is not our PE uniform, okay? Juniors. This student excels at any teacher's expectations. He's respectful, responsible, and dedicated. He never stops trying to be better and never stops helping his peers. During the year, he has demonstrated cooperation, engagement, and sportsmanship. Congratulations, Hugo Garrido. Also known by Ms. Neise as Huguinho, which he used to hate it in middle school, but now he's fine with that. Seniors, this student sets an example of excellence and participation by serving as a role model for his peers. He is very dedicated and persistent with a positive attitude. He demonstrated responsible behaviors such as good sportsmanship, hard work, persistence, and engagement. Congratulations, Rubem Mercado. Someone here?
Unfortunately, he couldn't join us today, obviously.
But he had a great flying beach session last Friday, right, Mr. King? I'd like to introduce James Casburn and Anna Mello to present the Art Department Merit Certificates. Thank you very much for your attention.
Good afternoon. Oops. Change a couple of pages here. So I'm here on behalf of the Arts Department. So first giving the merit certificate to grade 9. This student is an active participant of the Arts Department, attending many classes each semester. Adding to that, we have seen great initiative and persistence to the paint of a big mural that soon be seen between block 5 and 6. She has spent countless hours after school painting this piece. She's creative, courageous, a student who strives for excellence in the arts. She's respectful and kind, but also fierce and always a joy to work with, as both teachers and peers would agree. We are proud to invite Maite Balen Lopez to receive the Arts Merit.
Okay, now for Art 10. This student always gives 100% effort, and as a consequence has produced artwork to a very high standard throughout the semester in the 3D art elective, demonstrating exceptional level of creativity. I'd also like to acknowledge the fact it's a new student and has done an excellent job of adjusting to the community and is also a valued member of the school. So the Art 10 Merit Certificate goes to Layla Gunn.
There is a song that says, what a difference a day makes, 24 little hours. So I almost lost this student in IB Art. She was going to economics, but then in one day she decided to come back. And since then, we have seen just great effort, extra hours, and doing independent study and even Saturdays, and a very detailed and skilled drawings and large-scale artwork. It's amazing. So the grade 11 merit certificate goes to Julia Pinheiro Tiziano Bandeira. Now grade 12. This student has finished her IB art course, demonstrating great effort and organization. All components were in the right place by the due dates. That's not easy to find. Her final exhibition displayed technical competence in a journey of discovering between nature and buildings. The grade 12 merit certificates go to Isabela Gutierrez. And now
I would like to call Ms. Claudia Araya to go through the athletic department awards.
Luis, could we have the slide, please?
All right, so we're going to have Miss Claudia come up. We're getting closer. We wanted to make sure that we had an opportunity to acknowledge our athletic awards recipients who had a banquet last night. So I've asked Miss Claudia to come, and we're going to put the names on the screen because we're not going to call you all up again to receive your award. And again, congratulations to all of our merit certificate recipients. After the athletic awards, we'll have the department cups, faculty cup, headmaster's cup, community service awards, and then principal awards, and then we'll call it good for today. So, Ms. Claudia, thank you for being here.
Hello, it's nice to see you again. Many of you were already at the dinner last night, and it's great to see that my student athletes are great during the day in academics, and then they thrive also after school in athletics. I wanted to recognize my student athletes here. So here are the names for the Coaches Awards. These are athletes that every coach wants to have in their team, and they practice every day with a great spirit, enthusiasm, work ethic, positive attitude. In addition to all the contributions they make to their teams, they're great citizens, and they show great character in all school environments. And there we have Pietro Marquez, Rafael Bernecki, Nina Hossa, Thomas Brown, Izzy Stanley, Thiago Nogueira, Wesley Hengel, Sam Beard, Marina Avelar. Will you guys stand up so everybody can recognize you? And may I have Thomas Brown come on stage because I have something for you. The Breakthrough Athlete Award of the Year goes to those individuals that have made huge improvements throughout the school year, throughout the season, with their hard work. And they also show great leadership within the team, and of course they're great citizens and show great character in all school environments. And here we had Theo, Cecilia Coelho, Jose Guilherme Amaral, Lali Linardi, Christian Iturri, Adam Kellis, Artur Candido Rodriguez, and Ana Beatriz Alice. If you can stand up so everybody can recognize you. And I would like to invite Cecilia to come on stage so I can read her the award that she was going to get yesterday, but she couldn't make it. I also want to recognize two special athletes that they were recognized yesterday, but I didn't tell them something. These students are the athletes of the year. And this award is given to a high school athlete that has shown excellence in sports, great skills, performance, sportsmanship, pride, and commitment to working as a team. Everything is taken into account. They are special people, and of course, I'd like to talk about the girl first. Somehow life put us together some time before she came to ERJ. She's been here only since August, and she has made a huge change in the team spirit. I remember at Big 8, sometimes we would get mad a little bit about what the other teams were doing, and she was like, "Shh, miss, be nice." And it's not that I wasn't nice, I was just like, she was like, "No, we should stop making points because the other team is gonna feel bad. Okay, we shouldn't beat them for so many points." Anyways, I want to invite Lali to come on stage because she is the athlete of the year for the girls, and her name will be engraved, actually it's already engraved in the athletic cup. And now I would like to invite a gentleman that he also got the Outstanding Senior Athlete Award with Julia, that I would like Julia to come also over here. Julia Amaral, because she got, not only she got some awards in come here, sweetie. But she also got the Outstanding Senior Athlete Award for her dedication for all her years, for being a multi-sport athlete. So I think you need to come over here and be recognized as well. And I have an award from 2019 for you. And then, other than him getting the Outstanding Senior Athlete Award, I also want to invite Jacopo for being a great leader, for being engaged in sports and activities for many years at EREA, for his discipline, motivation, competitive, his will to die hard for his Panther teams, and not only his teams, but the younger teams. I'm really proud of you for your commitment, dedication, and we're gonna miss you a lot in the Athletic Council and the Athletic Program. Congratulations, Jack. Athletic Cup goes to him. Thank you very, very much. Want to take it home?
Those live in the upper school office, I'm just saying.
So when you're grandmas, you can bring your grandchildren, and you can show them how awesome you were and are.
Thank you very much, Miss Claudia. Luis, you can cut the slide, pull up the screen. Thank you very much. The department cups are awarded to one senior in each department who has displayed the highest level of academic achievement and scholastic effort in that particular subject area. So again, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Chrissy Ford, who will present the English department cup. Thank you. Someone's phone? Got it. Excuse me.
Okay. All right, so not to be redundant, but I have taught the seniors for 12 years. For 4 years now, and it's really difficult to decide on one person because seriously, this class is fantastic. I'm gonna miss them. So I've taught this student for 4 years and have watched her grow into an incredible speaker, writer, thinker, and just a great person. It's not just her growth or ability to analyze and write that earns her this award. It's the way in which she approaches the world and language and literature that does give her this award. To me, she sees language and literature, to me she sees language as alive, as a talisman that, if crafted and used appropriately, it can protect and heal and transform ideas in the world. And that's the way she treats it, is as a gift. And that's the way she uses it, as a way to transform thoughts and ideas. Throughout her senior year, I would give the students a task, a reading or a writing assignment. And after I read her submitted work, I would sit back and audibly sigh, like out of relief. I'm like, oh, thank God, because it was that good. And that's the power of her language and her writing. The way in which she sees literature and language is never in black and white. She sees through it to the heart of the author and the body of work, and elicits this unique and authentic insight through her analysis. I'm certain as she enters her time at Cornell that she will use this gift of analyzing, speaking, and writing to transform platforms. So congratulations, Cecilia Loyola. And now for Portuguese, it's Luzia Rabelo.
So this is the Portuguese cup. When I read this student's name in my IB Higher Level Portuguese Year 1 class list, her name was already familiar to me. On several occasions, I have heard her previous Portuguese teachers praise her qualities as a student. Since middle school, her teachers used to speak of her vivid intelligence, of how beautifully and correctly she expressed herself, of how responsible a student she was. Two years ago, it was my time to witness the extension to which her presence in class is pleasant and enriching. And then I could confirm her correct expression in Portuguese, her capacity for engaging in literary criticism. She responds to literature passionately, always displaying critical judgment, independent thought, and establishes connections with world literature, which she has studied in her English or in her Spanish classes. There was not one single day in these 2 years that I had her as a student in which I didn't feel the pleasure of having such a fine student in my class, exactly as her previous Portuguese teachers described. We, the Portuguese teachers, would like to congratulate Julia Barroso. Okay, now I would like to welcome Ms. Isabel Boisselot, who will present the World Language Department Cup.
Well, this student studied 2 languages, Portuguese B and French B, with dedication and love during 7 years at EAJ. She showed her language teachers the apps and exercise she used to on her own at home and songs she learned. She showed her immense pleasure in learning, improving and going deeper into her knowledge of the cultures and languages she studied. She is an example of dedication and seriousness of overcoming challenges, demonstrating an outstanding improvement. She ends her senior year brilliantly with an IBDP Portuguese B certificate, a DELF B1 en français, and admirable cultural knowledge. Congratulations, Rosie Kitchenzao. my pleasure to introduce Mr. Marcel Almeida, who will present the Mathematics Cup.
Wait, am I in the wrong room? Oh, no. Marcel had something else he had to do, so I get the honor of doing this. For a second here, I'm going to selfishly give a chance to say how much I love and admire all three of you again for stumbling around in the dark, learning the HL Math content the last 2 years. I love and admire all three of you more than you will ever know. And I use that saying a lot when I talk about teaching and learning the type of mathematics that we learn in that class. It's a lot like wandering around in the dark. It takes a lot of confidence to stick to it and to try to learn that content, because you hardly ever feel like you have the right answer. And when you do get the right answer, there's always another problem right behind it. So it's extraordinarily difficult, but challenging and beautiful all at the same time. But this guy that's going to receive the cup didn't like being in the dark, but he sure was good at finding the light. And he was good at eliminating every single little theory and path of logic and every little way around solutions. So much so that he made me a better teacher in the 2 years that I have been here working with him. When I described this student to other teachers and in the recommendations that I was fortunate enough to be able to write for him, the word that comes up is relentless. He is absolutely relentless in his pursuit of understanding and knowledge. His demand for the deepest level of understanding of every detail of every part of the content made me a better teacher, and even more, it's ignited that same fire in me to seek deeper meaning in math and in my life overall. It is with extraordinary pleasure that I present the Math Cup to Mr. Artur Lopes. And now I would like to introduce Mr. Kenneth Horrocks for the Science Cup.
I'm here to present the Science Cup winner for this year. This student has exemplified the very spirit of intellectual inquiry, presenting question after question to which there are no easy answers. But if you look behind his stratospheric academic performance in this subject, you will find an insatiable appetite for extra homework, an incredible work ethic, and the humility to accept failure and to learn from his mistakes. Far from being an elitist, this student has taken great joy in patiently explaining theory to his peers and in joining their celebrations of their own successes alongside his own. This student has reminded me and all of his teachers that the proper motivation for studying science is a deep, burning curiosity and a sense of wonder. The Science Cup goes to David Van Gogh. like to introduce Mr. Lars Hansen, who will present the Social Studies and TOK Cup.
So once again, there were so many deserving students in social studies. We've had a very, very strong cohort, as we tend to have here at ERJ. There is only one cup for social studies and TOK. It goes this year to a very committed, community-focused, inquiring student who consistently hunted for interesting issues of justice and presented on very timely and topical issues, sometimes with controversial implications. She managed this all very well, no matter the difficulty in research or writing. I'll go on to say that, thinking about this student, I don't find it very hard to imagine her in the years to come in The Hague, perhaps appearing on behalf of the prosecution, defending human rights, trying to uphold justice around the world, cross-examining witnesses, presenting strong cases, and she'll win. I'd like to give this year's Social Studies and TOK Cup to Sinne Jensen. I'd now like to introduce Ms. Anna Miller, who will present the cup for the Arts Department.
I think that one of the most rewarding experiences as a teacher is when we learn from them. We keep it's an exchange. And because, we like to learn more and study. So, and I have learned so much from this student. And knowing different artists, galleries, exhibitions in town, and so on. So, and the fact that I taught IB Arts during the first period when the student is supposedly not to be in a very good mood, it says a lot about her as a student. So I can only imagine how much enriching this process would be if I had taught you later in the day, right? So I know we'll hear about the amazing things you'll be doing in the arts. This year's Arts Cups do Julia Barroso. I'd like to call Ms. Neezy to give the physical education.
Hello again. All right, the Physical Education Cup is presented to a student that has shown a high level of participation, gives a top effort daily, and is committed to improving personal fitness and sports development. This student also displays quality movement and an excellent understanding of skills and strategies, and demonstrates a positive attitude and good sportsmanship. On behalf of Mr. Fábio Guedes, Mr. Vinícius Alvarez, and myself, it's a pleasure to call Kishin Zhao. Congratulations, Rosie! now please join me in welcome Dr. Howard to present the Faculty Cup.
All right, we're getting closer. We may go a little long, but we don't want to rush this. This is great. Now, we just had the senior awards. This next award is actually open to all grades 9 to 12 students, and this is the Faculty Cup. It's awarded to the student who's considered by the entire school faculty to be the most outstanding member of the high school student body. So all faculty took a vote. This individual got the most votes. He's someone that you'll see around on the volleyball court or planning pie throwing contests for the Math Honorary Society. And he shows a lot of dedication and really represents what we as a faculty collectively admire. And this year's winner is Tiago Nogueira. Freshly polished today. Now at this time, I would like to call Dr. Nigel up to the stage, who will be giving our Headmaster's Cup to this year's recipient. I will read, let me make sure I have, yes. There we are. Says Headmaster somewhere. Wonderful. So the ERJ Headmaster's Cup is presented each year to a senior who, through diligent effort at ERJ, has successfully worked to improve his or her performance in academic, sports, or school activities, and who, because of this diligence, can honestly be said to have attained the current peak of his or her potential. This year's recipient has been described by his teachers in the following ways. He asks questions to clarify instructions and aims for higher standards. He embodies the IB learner profile. He is curious and self-motivated, demonstrating resilience and determination. He is relentless in his pursuit to understand. He's a true gentleman, the most polite and respectful student ever, caring and considerate. It's a pleasure for me to have Dr. Nigel award this year's Headmaster's Cup to Arthur Lopez. Now we will have the Community Service Awards, then the Class Cups and the Principal Cups, and then we'll be done. So at this time, I'd like to invite Ms. Barbara Anderson and Ms. Hita to the stage to award the Community Service Awards. Thank you.
Good afternoon. This award is presented to the students in grades 9 and 10 who have made an outstanding contribution to the ERJ community during the school year by demonstrating citizenship and contributing to the advancement of the institution, by exemplifying international understanding throughout their responsible and respectful attitude toward all cultures represented at our school, by their commitment to community building and school spirit, and by being trustworthy and fair in his or her interactions with the school community. Grade 9. More than one ninth grader could have gotten the Community Service Award this year, but we had to select one. This student spends much of her time doing community service. She's dedicated to success, both academic and of the community. She has a kind soul, is open-minded and straightforward. As she's attentive, empathetic, and proactive, she's noticed and appreciated without being loud. It's a pleasure to have Isa's positive, engaged participation in the 2 societies and 4 clubs as well as in class. Ballet Lopes Isa. Grade 10. This class also has several great candidates for the award. We selected this student because he's a team player, always willing to collaborate, be it in a society or a club event, and especially helping colleagues after class. Generous, focused, self-motivated, authentic come to mind when thinking of his qualities. He's enthusiastic and radiates a contagious vibe of being grateful. He brings a fresh perspective to the group. It's a pleasure to have his positive, engaged participation in the Thespian Honor Society and in 6 clubs. The award goes to Arthur Cândido J.
So I'm going to read what Miss Lucia wrote for grades 11 and 12. She couldn't be here and asked me to represent her. But I would have written about these students as well, very gladly. She has been working hard to help our community since 9th grade. During the pandemic, she created the Hope Club with the goal of helping people living in the homelessness in the streets of our city. Recently, she organized donation drives and fundraisers in order to aid those who are in most need. She had a wonderful journey this year as an FHS and NHS member. She helped to organize the annual Workers' Bazaar to give back to the workers who help provide for the students every day at our school. Also, she joined the Career Week committee to organize a week for students to understand what they may choose for their future careers. Most recently, she created the WISTEM Club to contribute to women's empowerment in the STEM-related subjects. Asha, where is she? Thank you so much for being such an amazing leader at EARJ and for helping so many people here. Congratulations. Now for grade 12, also Miss Lucy's text. She is known for having a huge heart since her first steps at EARJ. She worked with kids from CASO for years, and she saw many of them struggling immensely with the events of the pandemic. She planned to gather financial donations from all of the CASO board members in order to purchase toys to give to all the kids, in order to offer them a positive Christmas experience. She helped to bring back one of our school's oldest traditions, Pause News. She helped the JAM working on writing articles and collecting evidence through research to help students as informed as possible. As an SHS and NHS member, she planned many events inside and outside the EARJ community. Manuela, during your entire journey at EARJ, you strive to honor the 4 pillars: service, character, leadership, and scholarship. Congratulations, Manuela Noronha. We will miss you.
Miss Maria Rita Vilela and Monica Lucas will now present the class awards.
Class awards are presented to students who have contributed the most by demonstrating the greatest effort in promoting class activities. This student is an active and committed member of Key Club, MUN, and NHS. Despite his young age, he has stepped up to the responsibility of promoting Key Club's most recent drive. The Class of 2024 award goes to Nicholas Kyle Kelper for her work in the grade. Grade 10 now. This student has been a dedicated class officer this school year, putting her class interests above her personal ones. If you enjoyed the Class of 2024 dance yesterday, she was behind it. She is also a member of FHS, NHS, Mastenos, SOS. She has recently been elected to the Student Council Executive Board as treasurer, and I am thrilled to be working with her for the upcoming school year. Thank you for being an assiduous and committed representative of your class and now of the student body, Cecilia Coelho, and congratulations.
Well, now think of a person who puts body and soul in everything she does. Yeah, a dedicated creative student, actually an artist, owner of a beautiful voice. She participates in several clubs and doesn't stand still. She has done a lot this past year as a class officer. In her sweetness, she doesn't call attention to everything she does, but we can see and we admire her humble and generous attitude. Receive our affection and respect for who you are becoming, Rebecca Fernandes. It is a great pleasure for me to present this award. When I met this student for the first time in closer contact since last year, I told myself, well, Monica, you are facing yourself many years ago. So, give her advice as you would have given yourself. I hope I did. This student stands out for her curiosity, persistence, determination, and a very strong and great personality. She never gives up on her goals. I had the pleasure of seeing her grow in maturity and development. It's with great honor and joy that I invite you to the stage to receive your award, Marcela Calisto. Now, Dr. Beliu will now present the Principal Awards. Thank you.
I will have Miss Catherine read the citations and I'll give out the awards. Hopefully we can coordinate that.
The Principal's Awards are presented to one student from each class who has best represented his or her class in the areas of citizenship, character, excellence in scholastic effort, and overall exhibition of a positive attitude. For 9th grade, this student is polite, helpful, respectful, a true gentleman. He is open to new ideas and collaborates well with everyone. He takes academic risks and always puts forth his best effort. His participation is excellent. He asks smart questions, makes connections between concepts, and he loves to learn. He's a diamond in the classroom. It is with great pleasure that we award the Grade 9 Principal's Award to Santiago Ituano. For 10th grade, this student is eloquent and a gifted writer. She consistently completes all of her assignments with care and strives to learn, thinking beyond the task. She always has a positive attitude, even when faced with challenges. In Mr. Corey's words, she knows how to dust herself off and get back in the fight. Her resilience and optimism are virtues that characterize her as a student of merit and truly deserving of the Principal's Award. Congratulations, Ana Beatriz Bastos Ares. For 11th grade. This student has a paternal nature. Everything about him is caring. He's generous and he has the unique capacity to truly listen to what others say. His communication skills enable him to have genuine and important dialogues with his peers, which distinguish him from the rest of his class. Known for his community involvement, academic achievement, and fine character, we're proud to give the Principal's Award to Tiago Rocha Nogueira. For grade 12. There is something about this student that is positive and illuminates the room. She exudes a wonderful combination of sensitivity and integrity. She is soft-spoken but expresses strong opinions that she fights for. She has an immediate empathy for the concepts that we propose in class and a generosity of spirit. She cares deeply about humanity, approaches all of her assignments with a desire to excel, and has an excellent rapport with teachers and peers. For these reasons, we are proud to bestow the Principal's Award to Gishan Rose Zhao.
That was so exciting. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you everybody for being here today. This just makes such a great end to the year for our seniors. Beijos. It's been wonderful. Thank you everybody. Thanks for your patience. Congratulations to our award winners.